All right, guys, today I'm going to be reacting to best Tradingview indicator for Forex scalping strategy, best Forex indicator by my trading journey. And honestly, I haven't even watched this video yet. And I think this was uploaded around a month ago. But I wanted to get my initial reaction on video, and I just haven't even got around to it. So I totally forgot that he made a video on this, and I just remembered, so I'm going to be reacting to it here, and giving you my thoughts and inputs, and maybe some critique on what he could have done better, or other parts of the algo that he could have incorporated to make this strategy better than it is in this video. But we're going to see. Maybe it's already great as is and doesn't need any tweaks, but we'll find out.
What's going on, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you the best trading view indicator for a Forex scalping strategy. A lot of traders are always looking for a good Forex indicator that can help them make money in the market, and I've tried out a lot of them. In this video, I'll show you a new indicator, and then I'll test it 100 times so you can see if it works or not. And because I know a lot of you guys trade Forex, I wanted to backtest this on the Forex for you guys. So this includes 3 indicators, and I'll show you guys which ones they are, and we'll do the settings and everything. This
already off the bat, I can see that he's using the exponential moving average, which is awesome. I don't know why he added that as a separate indicator. It's actually built in on the V4, so you don't have to use a separate indicator for the EMA. But I noticed that he's using the EMA, which is awesome. I also noticed that he's using the MACD, which I'm not a huge fan of, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the MACD, but we'll see if he can incorporate it somehow.
This is what your chart's going to look like when it's on complete. Again, nothing in this video is financial advice. It's all for informational purposes only. So let's get started. So let me X out of everything. So I will show you guys exactly what to add, how to add it, do all of that stuff. So 3 indicators. So 2 of the indicators are going to be, my favorite, moving average exponential, the EMA. I'm going to click on that. Let's make some changes to the settings. I'm going to make this a little bit thicker so it's a little easier to see. And for inputs, we're going to change that from 9 to 200. The second indicator we're going to...
All right, so right off the bat, he's using the 200 EMA. Now, if any of you are in the Discord, you know I actually don't like the 200 EMA. And this is something that actually Rob pointed out to me in the Discord, is that since everyone uses the 200 EMA, it becomes less effective, right? Like the 200 EMA was great when not everyone used it. Now everyone and their mother uses the 200 EMA. Right off the bat, I can tell you if he's using the 144 EMA, I guarantee you the results will be a lot better using the 144 EMA. So if you're going to try this out, right off the bat, use the 144 EMA instead of the 200. I can almost guarantee that you'll get better results, but let's continue.
Add is also free. It's the MACD, the moving average conversion divergence. We're going to keep it as is. We're not going to make any changes to it. And the last indicator, the third indicator we're going to add is a premium indicator called EzAlgo. Once you get it...
Why is this guy using Lux? All right. Someone comment something under his video. All right.
Trips. It is EzAlgo right here. All right. And let's make some changes to that. It is right here. So in the settings, we go in here. We want it to show buy and sell signals. I'm going to get rid of this, the show support resistance. I'm going to get rid of that.
So I think using support and resistance levels is essential in nearly every trading strategy. Can you find a profitable strategy not using support and resistance? Yes, I'm assuming that this strategy is going to be profitable at the end. We shall see. But any strategy can be totally amplified by using the support and resistance levels. And I think I know why he's not using them. It might be because you can't backtest Heiken Ashi candles on TradingView, which kind of sucks. But that also means that you can't backtest the support and resistance levels, right? So you can't really get an accurate reading of the levels since you can't backtest, right? So I believe that is why he's not using the SR1. And if it were to be possible to backtest using Heiken Ashi candles, I bet he would have SR1 on.
And then in style, we're going to go here, make the buy signals green, sell signals stay red. I'm going to uncheck all of this stuff. I don't want to see any of that. All right. And we are ready to go. All right. So I've made all the settings. Now, what exactly is this awesome Forex scalping strategy? So this works great on the 5-minute time frame along with Heiken Ashi candles. All right. Not traditional candles, Heiken Ashi candles on the 5-minute time frame.
All right. So a lot of people have this confused, right? I know a lot of people who say you can't become profitable trading with Heikin-Ashi candles. I've had a few people comment under my YouTube videos and say, do better. You're talking about Heikin-Ashi candles. Listen, I pretty much only use Heikin-Ashi candles on any time frame. So if you have this belief that you can't be profitable with Heikin-Ashi candles, I totally disagree. And if you're on a 5-minute time frame, it's best to have split screen with Japanese standard candles on the left and maybe Heikin-Ashi on the right. But it's totally fine to use Heikin-Ashi candles even on a 5-minute, in my opinion. All right, I know a lot of people might disagree with me. I've found that this works incredibly well. You just have to understand that the candles are not real price. So, for example, on this sell signal, right, the actual price could have closed down here. Right, so it's a small difference on the 5-minute time frame, but it is there. So price may have not closed exactly right here. Let me try to find another example, like here on this sell signal, for example. This probably did not close right here. It probably closed a little bit lower. So you just have to keep in mind real price, which is fine because on TradingView, there's an option to show real price on Heikin-Ashi. So I really don't see all the discussion about whether you should use Heikin-Ashi candles or not, because you obviously can, and there's no problem with using them even on the 5-minute time frame, in my opinion. So yeah, let's continue.
So I'll show you guys long examples and short examples. Over here, this is a good short trade. So to go short on a trade with this particular strategy, when you get a sell signal from EzAlgo, make sure that the price action is below the 200 EMA and the MACD shows a red bar. Okay, let's take some notes so you guys can write some of this stuff down. It'll be easier for y'all to follow. So short rules: price action below 200 EMA. Sell signal from EzAlgo. 3, MACD has a red bar. Okay, it's simple, right? Super simple. And then for stop loss on this, I like to use the recent swing high for the stop loss and 1 to 1.5 take profit. And that's how I'm going to be testing this out as well.
All right, so I really like that risk management. He's putting a stop loss above the previous swing high, targeting a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. Pretty simple strategy, honestly. Now, there's so many strategies that you can use with EzAlgo. Most people will jump around and try, 10 different things or try to combine different strategies, which does not work. So, if you don't have a profitable strategy yet, pick one and stick to it, all right? Because more often than not, the reason that you're not long-term profitable is because you're flip-flopping back and forth between strategies. So this is an extremely simple strategy, and I'm actually curious to see the results because he's just using the buy and sell signals under an EMA with a MACD cross. So it's not super complex. So I'm curious on what the results are going to be. But so far, I really like the risk management. Definitely a solid strategy, in my opinion.
So for instance, short position right here, right? It gives you a sell signal, price action is below. And on that sell signal bar, you've got a red bar on the MACD. So you get in on the next candle. All right. And because the Heikin-Ashi candles average out price action from the past candle, we're just going to put it in the middle. And then say, for instance, let's use that as the recent swing.
Okay, so he's kind of putting into consideration the actual price and not just the Heikin-Ashi price, which is fine. All right, it's somewhere around there. When you're on the 5-minute time frame, the difference isn't going to be that big on a candle like this, unless you get like a huge pump candle, like something like this, right, where it could have closed down here. On a small candle like that with not a lot of volume, it really doesn't matter where it closes on the Heikin-Ashi candle. It's going to be pretty close to the actual price, so it's not a big deal.
High. There you go. All right.
Okay, so I'm noticing one thing right off the bat is that instead of targeting a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, what you could do is target the next support level on EzAlgo. I can tell you from looking at this, that right here at this level, right where his take profit was, would have been an EzAlgo support level. So just something to keep in mind, right?
Take profit hit right there. So that's an example of a short trade, right? Now let me show you guys. So here's the thing, and this is one of the reasons where you got a buy signal right here, but the price action is below the 200, so we're not going to take this buy.
Like I said earlier, use the 144 EMA, and you'll get better results. I can almost guarantee it.
Because it's just, it's not with the rules, and you can see that it went up a little bit and boom, market went back down. So you want to make sure you stick to some.
So I really like the strategy of him incorporating an EMA, even though it's not the EMA that I would recommend using, because it forces you to trade with the trend. And for beginners, if you're looking for a beginner strategy, then trading with the trend is going to be your best bet to start, right? So by only taking sell positions under a certain EMA, it forces you to trade with the trend, which is super, super powerful because it mitigates those false buy signals, right?
Some of these rules, because we're always looking for short trades below the 200 EMA and looking for long trades when the price action is above the 200 EMA. So now let's take a look at an example of a long trade. All right, awesome. So here's an example of what a good long trade would be.
Okay, so I think you guys get the gist of this strategy, right? So you're targeting a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. You're only taking buy positions when you are above the 200 EMA, and the MACD is green, and you're only going to be taking sell positions when price is below the 200 EMA, and the MACD is red. All right, so pretty simple strategy. I think you guys get the gist of it, and I'm just going to skip to the results.
So here are the results of the back test. So I tested this 100 times, 100 trades. This got a 64% win rate. So 64 wins, 36 losses.
So it has a 64% win rate. Now, considering a couple things, right? Considering that we're not using support and resistance levels, considering that we're using buy and sell signals on their own, with just the MACD as confirmation, and of course the EMA as well, and considering that we're on the 5-minute time frame, and considering that we're using a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio, a 64% win rate is extremely, extremely profitable. A couple of things I'm curious about would be what the win rate would look like at a 1 to 1 or a 1 to 2 risk to reward. I almost think that if it was a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, that the overall profit factor and the overall profitability P&L would be higher. So I'm interested to see what the results of that would have been. And of course, if he was using the 144 EMA, I'd be really interested to see what the results would have been, because like I said, I use the 144 EMA. I don't use the 200 EMA. I do not recommend using the 200 EMA just because everyone uses it. But overall, I mean, it looks really, really solid. Something else I'm noticing right here is the drawdown, right? The max drawdown was only 7%. Now, granted, this was over 100 trades, so it's not that thorough of a back test. So I'd be interested to see what it would be like for 1,000 trades, for example. But I bet you the max drawdown wouldn't be more than 10%, which is a really, really, really solid strategy. As you can see, the maximum consecutive wins is 7, and the maximum consecutive losses is only 4, right? Over 100 trades, that's really, really good. So far, extremely impressive results.
The account with $1,000 for the back test had a few losses in the beginning, and it consistently grew. So overall, over the 100 trades, the account grew 220%. So
that is extremely impressive. This doesn't take into account a couple of things, though. This doesn't take into account fees, right, when you're trading on Forex. Also spreads. So to kind of help mitigate this, I'd only take these trades when the spreads are under 2 pips, for example, right? I wouldn't be using this strategy when the spreads are out of control. I think it'd be a lot less profitable. The fees shouldn't dig into that P&L too much, I wouldn't think. The only concern I really see with this is spreads. To make sure you're not entering the position when spreads are out of control. Well, that's it for this reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something from this video. I'll link my Trading Journeys channel down in the description below in case you guys want to check him out. He does a lot of strategy videos and covers some other pretty cool indicators. However, obviously, I'm not really a fan of any of the indicators that he promotes outside of EzAlgo, right? But, you know, he does have some cool videos and some strategies that I think are worth checking out. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more trading content, and I'll see you guys next video.